on these things. That's right, folks. Think on these things. That's a scripture I heard throughout my life growing up in the church. This is Jerry Franklin Poe, 31 Days of Sharing. Reluctant Success family, we are coming to you live again. Another episode throughout the month of December. 31 days sharing twice a day with a live stream on social media. Think on these things. So what are you thinking about? We live in a world, a society where we are constantly bombarded with negative ideas, negative thoughts, just negativity, negative news. It's all around us. Everywhere you go, everywhere you turn on the TV, you open up your web browser, you go to your social media feed. It's this constant negative, 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 negative. Well, when I was growing up in the church, many of you already know I'm a PK, preacher's kid. And growing up in the church, I heard this scripture over and over and over and over is think on these things. Whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. So as a mental exercise, every day, I challenge myself. I challenge my thinking to think on things that I am grateful for. We are so often caught up in this cycle of thinking about what we don't have rather than focusing on what we do have. We get caught up in this cycle of thinking about what we're wanting versus what we've already accomplished, about what's missing versus what we've already established. So I train my mind. It's part of my exercise when I journal. I mentioned earlier in one of my earlier videos, you might want to go back and catch that replay about journaling, that I journal all the time now. Every day, at least, writing something down, collecting an idea, collecting a thought. And one of the challenges I do, it's a mental exercise. A mental exercise is to challenge myself to focus on 10 things I am grateful for. Today, what are 10 things am I grateful for? And I like to do that in the morning to set my mindset off on a positive note. Like, you wake up today, what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? What is going right in your life? We so often shift our mind. We shift our focus to focusing on things that aren't working, things that aren't working out well, things that aren't working out right. And I get it. That's just part of our human nature, is to look for things that are wrong. But let's think about the things that are right, the things that are going the way we would like them to be, the things that are actually making us happy, the things that are causing us to be joyful, the things that are causing us to be grateful for just being here, being alive, being able to use your eyes, being able to use your arms, be able to speak, having electricity. What is it that you are thankful for? What is it that you are grateful for? It sounds like it's a simple thing to do, but it's setting your attitude and your success in life, your altitude and in life. How high you go in life is all about your attitude. The attitude is how the plane actually goes up, and the altitude is the height that it reaches. So your altitude, how high you go up in life, is all based on your attitude. So how you think determines how you feel. How you feel about your life, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your relationships, how you feel about your career, your business. So I challenge you today, before your head hits the pillow, before you go to sleep, before you finish your day, to take some time and write down, collect it, type it on your phone, make a little note to yourself of the 10 things that you are grateful for in life right now today, the 10 things you are grateful for. See, reluctant success all stems from how you think. Part of the reason why we are reluctant to take action sometimes is it takes us a while to get our thoughts aligned the way they need to be in order to get engaged. I know that happens to me all the time. I have to set my mind in the right position in order to engage myself in success producing activity or result producing activity. It's just a thing. It's my nature. But I have to do an exercise, a mental work. It's like a mental work. It's like stretching. You go to the gym, you work out. Sometimes you have to stretch, right? You have to warm up. So what is your mental warm up every single day? What's your mental warm up? What are you doing to set your mind on the right note, to get in tune. I remember in band, I played the trumpet. My daughters, they play the violin. And one thing you have to do is tune your instrument. So how are you tuning your mind? How are you making sure that you are in key, that your mind is in the right key to get you the results you want in your life? And that's part about thinking on these things. Think on these things. Whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, are good report. So the good report, the virtue, the things that are praiseworthy, think on these things. Think about what's working in your life. Think about what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for. As we wrap this year up, we're getting closer to the end of 2020. 2020 has been a year unlike any I have ever seen or experienced in my lifetime. But as this year becomes challenging, and even more challenging for some of us, as we get closer to the end of it, a way to hold on to your proper mindset. I was going to say your sanity, but I don't want to get too deep into the mental health parts of this, but I just want to challenge us to set our mind to the right note, to set our mind in tune with where we really want to be in life. And a way to do that is to think about the things that you are grateful for, having an attitude of gratitude, to appreciate what you have. One of the things about giving gifts, right? We're giving gifts in our lives. Some gifts small, some gifts big, but we all were given some gifts in our lives. And one of the ways to honor the gift or the gifts that you were given is to appreciate them. And we have a tendency to take some of the things that we have in life for granted. So honor your gifts. Honor what's happening in your life by thinking about and focusing on the things you are grateful for. Thinking about and focusing on the things you are grateful for. And not just today. Challenge yourself to do it tomorrow and the day after that. Make it a habit. But it starts with today. It starts with doing it now. It starts with watching this video after the video is over, after this live ends, saying, you know what, Jerry, you's on to something. I think he's on to something. Yes, yes, yes. Write down what it is you are grateful for. Share this out. If you were getting blessed by this, if you are saying to yourself, you know what, I have other people in my life that need to hear this message, then share the video. I'm not going to be offended if you share it out. Yeah, share it out. Like the video, comment, list in the comments, put in the comments what you were grateful for. Share it with me, right? Share it. Yeah, share it with me what you're grateful for. Let's exchange our appreciation. The things that you're grateful for, other people share what they're grateful for. We create a gratitude chain in the comments. So until next time, my friends, my Reluctant Success family,